folks, how you doing? Suzy Meadows here. Hey, welcome. It is Monday, April 18th, the day after Easter. I hope you had a great holiday and time with your family and celebrations. Hey Ruby, glad you're joining me. Folks, as you come on, leave a comment. Let me know for sure that you're joining me and maybe where you're from. That'd be cool. I'm here in Indiana. It's been a little cloudy. Well, I think I showed on Facebook earlier, we had snow, woke up to snow. So, oh boy, you know, spring in Indiana, but that's okay. Well, hey, this is my normal Monday Facebook Live. You'll know we're live. If you look up in that corner up there, you see a red rectangle, and that tells you I'm live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay on Facebook or over on YouTube, and welcome. Glad you are watching, no matter when you're watching. If you are on YouTube, if you like the video, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when I put other things on. So, well, hey, we're going to get going. I'm Suzy Meadows, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Central Indiana, and I do classes here locally. But we're going to do a little crafty session. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you down. Well, first of all, I think I do want to double check that I am broadcasting. I believe I am, but you never know. Okay, come on now. Yeah, my iPad's saying, nope, I don't want to move. So, okay. Well, you know. Oh my goodness, it's not moving at all. So, hey Kimberly, glad you're joining. I am trying to move my iPad, but it won't. It won't. It won't let me see if I'm broadcasting. So I shut it off. I'm gonna try one more time. There we go. Good. Okay. It looks like it is moving now. Maybe it needed some updates or something. You never know. It looks like we are. Okay. Great. Good deal. Yes, border buddy, Kimberly. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn you down now. And so, you know, when I turn you down, that means I get a little close to the camera and it gets a little noisier. And I will move the camera just a little bit, I think. Just a little bit. Get it tightened down. As you can see, we are going to be working with paper pumpkin. I got this in the mail today. And I love getting the paper pumpkin because it pushes me outside of my normal crafting arena. And this one is Change is Beautiful. It's April 2022. And I do have one extra kit. But I just want to go ahead and show you. If you remember, this is just a monthly subscription for crafting. And this makes 9 cards. And I'll show you, I like to always start with the example. So starting with this one here is this card here. I like to always make one as the directions, follow the directions. And so I did this, but I had to add a little sparkly cloud. I went a little bit rogue on that. So that was that card there. And you know, in this kit, it has everything you need. In fact, the first kit, you get a block. And then you get, this time it was Melon Mambo ink. And then you got all these stamps. I always stamp it so I can see what everything looks like. So we've got Every Day is a New Day. Beautiful things take time. May this new season hold wonderful new experiences. I believe in you. I'm so proud of you. And then we have a caterpillar. And then we have a couple butterflies. As you can see, I stamped it upside down, so I had to at least put it the right direction. So, but they are the photopolymer. I went ahead and put it on my blocks because I've been crafting with them. So, but to show you this next card here, these are a little bit fun fold out cards. Beautiful things take time, and when you open it up, there we go. We see the changing, the time, how things have changed. So we've got a stem starting, a little bit of a bud, and then the flowers blossoming. So, and then on the back is a chance where you can write your note. And of course, there's envelopes that come with it too. So that was the second one. Just sticking that back there. And the third example that they gave us is this one. And it has our caterpillar. And then it has our chrysalis, or some people call it a cocoon, the next stage of a butterfly. And then it's the butterfly that's fully formed. I'm so proud of who you've become. And on the back, may this new season hold wonderful new experiences. Well, the instructions are wonderful. You just, they're color pictures, very easy to do. A lot of folks like to take these kits with them because everything is in the box. So I'm going to get these out of the way, and I'm going to show you. I have 3 cards that I've made, but we're going to craft one right now. I have not. So, and like I said, this is the box it comes in, sturdy box. And of course, I've already been stamping and playing, and these are all the die cuts. And so you just punch them out, makes it really easy. So, okay, well, we're going to get started here. So I am going to, and don't let me forget to show you the others. So I'm going to start with let me see, I'm going to get a little bit of room here first. I've got to rearrange things just a little bit. So, okay, there we go. Okay, get this out of the way. I have got just half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I've scored it. And so I'm just going to fold it in half. And I like using a bone folder to get a good solid crease. If you don't have a bone folder, you can always use the edge of your block, or you can use your fingernail too, but my fingers, I tend to make indentations, so I like using my bone folder. And then I've got a piece here that's going to fit right in there. And then this is some paper that's leaving us. What is it? It is called Sweet Symmetry, some designer series paper. It's really pretty, but I thought this one, as I looked at it, and I looked at these flowers. It was very similar to me. When I get started looking at alternatives, I start looking at the design, and then I go look in my craft stash. What do I have that might coordinate with it? And so I wanted to use this paper. And so what I'm going to do is use that paper there, and we're going to use this. Now, there are die cut butterflies, this big die cut here. But when I saw that, it made me think of our Brilliant Wings dies. And so I did some die cutting earlier so you can see. I use these couple here. And you see how that glitters? Isn't that pretty? Glitters. That is actually our rainbow glimmer paper. When you look at it, see, it's got all these various colors. Well, I wanted to go here because I thought it coordinated with the colors really, really well. So I went ahead and did some die cutting, and I think we will probably use, we'll use that one there, I think. So we'll get this out of the way here. Okay, now what I'm going to do first is, got a couple things I'm going to do. Now, these are photopolymer. So in other words, they don't have a lot of cushion. And so it helps if you have a foam mat. Mine's a little, got a little flint on it. This is actually for my Stamparatus. And it's just, or you can use foam, some fun foam. That works really good. Or you can use, a piece of cardboard underneath. It just needs a little bit of cushion. It just makes it work really well. Well, I'm going to use this Melon Mambo, but I'm going to use, rather than this ink spot, I'm not going to use it because I'm going to keep it closed because I'll probably end up giving it away to somebody. But I'm going to use my big pad. The way you open these up, you got 2 different ways. You open it like a compact. Some folks like to come, if that's a little tough for them, they will come back here at the top end and pop it open and do it like that. Or I come here to where the indentation and pop it. Either way works, and then you just slide it in the groove. Okay, now I need some scrap paper, and I didn't pull any out. Let me get a little bit of scrap, just a sheet here, because I'm going to stamp some butterflies on this sheet here. And I know I'm going to go off. Okay, what I need to do, I need to get a good location. This is going to be here, and this is going to be here. You know, sometimes like this, I just take a pencil, and I move it down a little bit so I know I have this area here that I want to stamp, because this is actually going to go right back up here. So I don't even have to erase those marks, but that gives me a good idea of where I'm going. So I'm going to take my butterfly, ink it up, and as you can see, I'm starting off. I'm going off a bit. Let me see. I think I want to go something like that. I'm going to move it around a good bit. And I think and as you can see, I'm making some I'm moving it. So that way it's not the same every single time. I think, we'll go there and a little bit here and maybe right there. I think that will be good. Okay. So we can get this out of the way. Now, I always like to stamp this off before I clean it. And the way I clean it, I have a chamois. And it's actually just a piece of foam that I've wet. And this is actually a new one. And this is where I have been stamping. And so, see, when I stamp a bunch of ink on here, that means I don't have to clean this near as often. So, but that's just how I prefer to clean my stamps. Okay, now I'm going to stamp before glue. So this is going to be, I'm going to say, I believe in you. And I'm going to do this right here on this piece of, and once again, I'm just stamping it off because I'm going to clean it. You probably wouldn't have to clean it. It's for me, it's a habit. So that way, after I stamp, I clean. Okay, go close up my ink. Now I'm ready to assemble this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of my liquid glue, and on the back, I'm just going to put a little bit. I don't go all the way to the sides because the value of using the glue is it lets you slide a little bit. And if you put glue all the way to the end, to the edges, then that means when you slide, you leave glue. Then you got to wait till it dries and then erase it off. And it's like, So I don't do that. So, okay. And I'm just going to put some liquid glue on here. There we go. There we go. And see, there's my pencil marks, but I'm covering it up. But I do want it fairly, at least straight. So see, I've got a little bit of a butterfly there. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. And we're just going to glue it on here. Here you can really see that I didn't put glue all the way out to the edges. Because it's gonna stay. It's not going anywhere. There we go. Okay, now I have my butterfly, and it's going to go right here. This is a really simple card, gang, but I just want to show you how you can use some of your different supplies to do things. Well, I like giving it a little bit. Nice thing about paper is you can maneuver it. So you see how it's got some angle there? And all I did was I just bent it a little bit. But I'm going to glue right down the center here, and I'm just going to use my glue once again. This is getting close to empty, I can tell. So, and I think I'm going to put that right there. There we go. How's that? A really simple and easy card. Now, you could always step this up by adding more here with the white. You know, you could use some embossing folders, but I just wanted to do a really easy and simple card. So but I want to show you some of these others that I have worked on. And let me see. Here we go. We'll start with this one here. This one is also using some of that rainbow glimmer paper. And I forgot to mention, it doesn't, like glitters, it will fall off. This doesn't, which makes it really nice. So what I did on this one, I took the card base. Nope. I took the envelope of here, of this card, and I cut the edges off because the whole thing on the inside is that pretty pink. And so I made that as my my base layer. And this is leaving us. This is the square vellum doilies. And then this, of course, I didn't bring it over, but this is I know where it's at. It's right here. So I'm going to bring it over. Well, as you can hear, I'm grabbing everything. And it's not on top. Here we go. It is. I'm the saddest about this. I love this die set, which is the Tasteful labels. But it's leaving, and it's actually, these things are actually discounted. So you might check out the website. But so this is the label, and everything here is from the actual kit. Every new day is a sentiment. These pretty little flowers and these little pretty, some bling, shiny things. So in fact, I could put some on here. I think I will. We're going to put some on here. I've got them. I like to use them. So we're going to put a few on here. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool and just add a few. And it's just giving it a different look there. There we go. Okay, so let me show you. I have 2 more cards. Okay, so we've got that one there. And like I said, this is from the Glimmer paper, those same dies that I used earlier, the Brilliant Wings. This one is also a fairly easy card. This one is, let me find where this is. This is actually one of the cards. Which one is it? It's not that one. Okay, it's this one. It's this card. If you look on the back, I cut this card because I really liked this. And so I cut it, trimmed it down, and then put it on a piece of that melon mambo. And then this butterfly, the sentiment, are both, and the pretty bling is all from the kit. And then what I did, I just die cut out one of the butterflies using the rest of the card. You can see I die cut it out there. And now this is painted poppies. I just thought I liked the look of it. So this stamp set, I just stamped some painted poppies on there. So that's how we got that one. And the last one I wanted to show you. Oh, and I just colored these in with our Stampin' Right markers. You know, no biggie. That's just how I did it. So let me see. So let's scoot these over, and I'll show you our last one here. Now this one I thought was fun. It's actually very simple. It may look a little complex, but it's not. And what I used is, once again, I used my card base. It's this one here. I used this one, and I wanted to see what it looked like here. And so this here is, let me get the supplies over. That is actually the seasonal label dies, this big die. I just cut that, die cut that out. And then, once again, this is the same thing. That's the inside of the envelope. And I just punched out with our double oval. But I Believe in You is the stamp set in here. And I wanted some texture, so I used the Hive 3D embossing folder back here on this pretty, I believe it's Coastal Cabana. Yep, that's what it is. And then just to give you a little bit of shine, this here is our metallic mesh ribbon. I love that stuff. So, so it just gives you a little bit different look. So, but that's just another alternative of what using this kit. So these are our alternative cards. I'll spit them out here. I'll spit it out here. So, gang, like I said, I have one kit. It's $20 if you're locally, but if I've got to ship it to you, then we bump it up to $30 because the price of shipping. Unless maybe you don't want the box, then we could probably do it a little bit cheaper. But that's, like I said, I've got one extra kit left over. Those of you local, I wanted to tell you what we've got coming up. Thursday is a local class. It is the garden class, and that's Thursday. And we are using these bundles. We're using the Home and Garden bundle. I actually used that last week and made this card on Facebook Live. And we're going to use the Flowering Rain Boots, and I've used that on some other lives. And here's an example of, I made a gift card holder. So we'll be making something like that. And I used this back in the very beginning when we got this garden birdhouses. And we're going to make a card very similar to this. So these are the three bundles that we're going to be doing here Thursday at 2 o'clock or 5:30. It's $20. But I need to know by tomorrow if you're coming so I can get the projects put together, get your class packet put together. And the way you can get a hold of me is here, craftingwithsuzy.stampinup.net. And there you can RSVP for the class. You can also email me there. You can find all the social media. And this month, my host code is MMMVDX3U. I like to send folks thank yous when they use the host code. So, gang, if you have any questions, let me know. It's been good chatting with you. I will be back next Monday, which is April 25th. Also in May, I'm doing an open house to launch the new catalog. And then also selling several of my actually a lot of my retired product. So, but if you're on my mailing list, you'll get an invitation. If you've been a customer of mine in the past, you'll get an invitation to that. And I think that's pretty much it. So, gang, hope things are going well. Get a hold of me here if you've got any questions. Thanks so much. See ya.